Hey everyone, this is Prince Watercrest, and welcome back to Let's Play Tougi King Colossus. In the last episode, we beat the gargoyle, and now we have to light some torches in order to open a bridge to King Kazard's chamber. And of course, I had to fight some archers after loading my save file back up for a little more experience, because I decided to stop here last time. So let's go down, and let's tackle the two remaining torches. But before we can do that, we're going to have to do some moving around, fighting off some enemies. Want to get a little more powerful before we head over and face Kazard. This was going to be a short one today because I decided to stop short of just going straight into King Kazard's chamber and fighting him. The reason I do that is because he's, without a doubt, the hardest boss in the game. And I'd rather spend a whole video, or rather dedicate an entire video, rather, to fighting King Kazard. Because he is very difficult. He was the most difficult part of trying to get through the entire game in one day on Labor Day, when I played through this game the first time. So, yeah, you got that to look forward to next time, but for this time, we gotta deal with the torches, because first things first. And in order to get to where we need to go, we need to ride on some platforms and hopefully not fall into any pits. I want to get to the lower left part of this room first, because there's a room I didn't go into last time. I should have, I didn't. And I get confused here, but I figure out where I'm supposed to go from here on in. At least I can leap over there from that platform, but I get over here, and we get to this corner, and we face some bad guys. So let's go ahead and do that, especially because they're at the perfect range for me to hit them with the wide bow from one side of the room to the other, and I can't believe I let that heart disappear. Great! Wanted to stay at full health, and I couldn't do it. Anyway, we have two doors to go through after I take down this archer and nearly let that arrow hit me, and I go down these stairs first. There's another medical herb here in case you need it. I'm obviously not going to need it, but it is there. We do want to go down, though, after getting a heart refill randomly dropped by one of the enemies. And we can show off this room, which has another medical herb. Nothing else here, but in case you need some more medical herbs, again, two of many. And now that we're done down there, let's go over here to the right. We are now back down here. We are now where that upper platform was. And since we're pretty much done over there, we need to get to the right side of this grand room full of hits. So I do try to look for a platform to try to get there as quickly as possible. I am going to jump while this thing's moving, and thankfully I stick the landing there. And we, of course, head over to the right. I didn't want to talk to this guy. Go away. An interesting note here. That platform up and to the left of me, you can actually go to that platform, and if you can time it right, you can jump straight off the north edge of it and jump straight north to where the boss is. You can actually face King Kazard without having to light the torches. But I'm going to do it the normal way just so you know how to get to the torches, and because I want to find all the items too. We're going to take this entrance to the right here, fight off some swordsmen and an archer, and we're going to go down these stairs. This leads to a dead end, but we know that there's more here because of this wall monster, similar to one that we met in a crystal cave, blocking your path. We're going to have to find another way to get down there, but thankfully we're already at this side of the room, so thankfully doing that is going to be a little easier. And I fell down the pit, because I meant to jump there and I didn't jump. So we're going to have to go all the way down there again. But at least I can get some experience, and as you can see, I can refilm my life. At least I managed to get that to work for me, which is a good thing. At least I remembered where to go, because I recorded this video soon after I did the post commentary for the last video. I've been spending at least an hour a day making these videos. I always do the commentary for the one I did yesterday, and then I do the video for the next one. I don't really take a lot of time doing these. Don't really need to. I mean, you can do a lot more production work with your videos if you want. Just be prepared to make that commitment and set aside the time that you need in order to do it. I mean, why else does Chugga Conroy have slickly produced videos, I guess? All I've seen is that one video he did of Pokemon Colosseum, but what I saw of it, it actually was pretty informative. Looked pretty well produced too. Not knocking him for it, but you know, if you want to make your videos look really good, you better be ready to put in the time. It's not like I can just do this in like 15 minutes and like, oh, here's a video. No, these things take time. And we're already at the lower right hand corner of this room, which means we can go over here, fight off some more enemies, and then we can get a key and open this door. Going to have to use the silver lance here because if I remember correctly, we can't use the bow on these wall monsters because we learned that we couldn't do that in the Crystal Cave. So I'm just going to use the silver lance because, well, pretty fast weapon, and I'm pretty powerful with it now, powerful enough to take it down in 2 hits. And I know that there's another one there, I just remembered. And, well, the shield blocked one of the shots, but I still got hit. That little metal tink sound was the sound of a shield, of the shield successfully blocking the fireball. If you stand still, you can block a fireball. When you attack, though, you always move the shield to the side, so you better be ready to block attacks. And the music is going to go in and out more than usual here, because the map that I was using for this part, it actually omitted one of the rooms. It actually omitted, like, the room that I was in. So as a result, I didn't know what to do at first, so I just kind of had to feel my way around. Thankfully, this part of the right side of the pit room, there isn't much to it, but it was still kind of confusing that it wasn't even on the map. Anyway, we destroyed those archers, I don't know why I call them arrows, those archers to open the door to one of the 2 torches. So we might as well go ahead and equip the Astro Rod so that way the main character can light this one up. We now got 3 torches lit now. We just got 1 more to go, and thankfully it's not that far away. And before I go down to the 4th and final torch, I temporarily switch back to the wide bow. I'm going to be switching back to the Astro Rod to light the 4th one. And thankfully we don't have that much further to go. After this room, there's the last torch. We get 7 enemies here. We get 6 archers here, and that's really nice because I really do want the experience and any random pickups that I can get my way. Also, if you stick to the side wall there, you don't have to worry about those flashing tiles draining your energy when you stand on them because, well, there aren't any flashing tiles there. And since I know that the torch is here, I switch to the Astro Rod before I go up to it. As soon as the dialogue box pops up, I light the torch. And the game does tell you lit all 4 torches, thankfully. The bridge to the Royal Chamber was lowered. Earlier I mentioned that you can actually get up to a platform and leap straight to where the boss is, or at least the area to where the doorway to the boss is, without lighting the torches. It does take some effort to do. I managed to do it at least twice, I wouldn't exactly recommend it. I just did it the normal way just to save myself the headache. And I just remembered that I still have yet to open that gray treasure chest. But don't worry. We had a choice between the left door and the right door. We are going through the right door because that will take us to that chest. And I do want to open that chest, believe it or not. Because this great treasure chest contains the Shura sword. It's more powerful than the legendary sword, believe it or not. But that will change pretty soon. For now though, let's just make our way back to the pit room and go all the way to the north end. Now, I try to do this without using my map, so this takes a little more time than usual, but I do fight off all the monsters for the experience anyway, just to get a little bit of an experience boost before I do this. And I actually thought I could get to where I wanted to go by memory, but that didn't really happen. Also do go into the lower right end of the room, where you fight off some more of these little roll into a ball guys. Don't need to scroll. In here is another medical herb if you need it. And if you go south, you'll end up over here. I do believe this does take us back to the where I want to go in some way. And apparently I did hit a statue in that room last time. I just didn't notice it because I took it down so fast. Anyway, I do make an effort to get here, not here, but to King Kazard's chamber by memory. And thankfully I managed to get that health pickup. And I get a little lost in the way, but I do manage to find my way back. Getting real close to level 24. I know I wasn't at level 23 when I was here last. And I noticed that I went the wrong way because I was pretty much above the starting room. So I have to backtrack a little bit. And I believe that I go over here. And, yep, I'm pretty much right back on the path where I needed to go. So now that we're back at where we need to go, we can finally go ahead and head back to where we fought the gargoyle. And then we can go to King Kazard's chamber from there. And there we go. There's the door to where the gargoyle was. We should be able to take a platform to Kazard's chamber now. Because now that we've lit all 4 torches, one's gonna pop up somewhere around here. And here it is. Gonna stop the video here because Kazard is a powerful adversary. And there's that shortcut I was talking about. You can make it, barely. But it does take some practice. That shortcut right there. Anyway, next time, I dedicate an entire video to facing King Kazard, because he's gonna be a toughie. So until then, this is Prince Watercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!